Hi everyone, it is Josh coming to folks with a tarot snapshot for Wednesday, April 12th. I want to thank you for joining me, and I hope that I can lend some guidance and some clarity, some insight for folks that are tuning in to this little video. I'm going to set the intention that anybody who tunes in, this reading is for. I also want to talk to you about something that I experienced yesterday. So I've been recently finishing up my Gram's memoir. I've been writing a book about my grandmother. And it's not typically it's not a typical memoir. It's a combination of stories, anecdotes, quotes, photos, all of that. But I will say that it was incredibly difficult to come up with. It was incredibly difficult to write and go through the process because I was dealing, with the memories of my gram and the love that I have for her, the grief that I continue to feel, because I don't think that any of us are ever completely done grieving. I think it's just a continuation of love. It's just an added layer to the love that we feel. Now, I really appreciate everybody's process when it comes to losing those that we love. When we lose people that we love, we can really get frustrated with the loss. We can get frustrated with creation. We can get frustrated with our idea of a higher authority. And what do we do with that? What do we do when we get frustrated with the inevitable? Well, I believe that it's appropriate for us to do the only thing that we can. The only thing that I can do is create a testament to my gram, her life, her struggles with my own life. I will take my life and I will turn it into a testament to her. I will take my life and turn it into something that she can be proud of, something that my family can benefit from, my community can benefit from. I'm going to do everything that I can to turn my life into a testament of hers. And I encourage anybody here that has lost their loved ones to do the same, to take their lives, their energies, their efforts as best they can and craft that existence, craft your story into a testament for them. Now, I'm going to shuffle 3 times, and the snapshot goes like this. It's the card of who we are. It's the card of what vexes and perplexes us, and it is the card that heals and reveals. So this is something that anybody else can do. Anybody can do with runes or cards or anything like that, but I'm going to go ahead and show everybody here how these 3 cards will tell a story. So let me go ahead and cut the deck. All right, there we go. This card represents us in this moment. Okay, so here we are, the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords is somebody who is a little authoritative. Think martial energy, as in like martial law or martial arts. Think martial energy. This is the clinical person. This is the doctor, if you will. This is not the poet. This is the doctor. This is the mechanic. This is the very rational, very analytical, very data-driven person. Now, how does this represent us? Female or male? The energy of a king can be in us despite our gender. This is very much the assertive, protective, right? The protective. Now, with this card though, I almost said Ace of Swords, but the King of Swords very much, it tells a story about somebody who's protecting. Now, this person is all about legacy. I encourage you to pick up the sword that lays in front of you and build a legacy of your life to whatever degree. It doesn't have to be books. It doesn't have to be, great, marks across history. It doesn't have to be any of that. It can truly just be living a healthy, wonderful, well-balanced, joyful life. So there's the King of Swords. Now, this card right here vexes and perplexes us. This is the Nine of Pentacles. How can we be happy in our own skin and in our own world if we're not there? So the Nine of Pentacles is very much the card of the Virgin, in the way that Virgin would stand for a woman whole unto herself. The classical, traditional meaning of virgin has nothing to do with sexual purity. This has to do simply with a person who is whole unto themselves. we can be frustrated that we need other people, or even we can be frustrated that we love other people. You know, we'd like to think each of us are an island, that, we are the head of our table, if you will. But it's very difficult to be anybody. You can't be a king without a kingdom. Absolutely. The card that heals and reveals is this, the Empress. I love it. This is two very different energies. We have the King of Swords and we have the Empress. This is that cold, clinical, detached, rational energy. This is that loving, receptive energy. And this sits outside of gender. This sits outside of male or female energy at all. This is very much big mama energy. This is captain of the guard energy. This understanding that we need other people, I think, can be seen in our very early years. Very few of us are playing on the playground wanting to be left alone. Very few of us are the people that would rather not be bothered. Most of us on the playground are going to want to play with other people well before we get sort of, any of our proclivities or habits get sort of cemented into us. We very much are that person who seeks connection. So we've got to find that balance between the person who is the captain of our guard, running the ship, but also understanding that we need family, we need friends, we need community, we need love. And I think that helps us with that idea that we lose the people that we love. I am very much all about taking care of myself. Yesterday, I didn't do any writing. I didn't do anything because, anything associated with grief or memories. I had to take a break. The day before that is when I did a whole bunch, and it really drained me. It really took a lot out of me. Yesterday, I took care of myself. I think that's an appropriate response for us all, especially as we all are dealing with grief and pain and trauma to whatever degree. I think it's appropriate for us to know when to take a break and when to step back. I can't take it anymore. I'm not doing it anymore. I can't do it. So we step away. Now, a couple of things before I leave here is Saturday, April 22nd, we're starting Saving Our Stories, a 9-week program, workshop on helping people write their stories. And I invite you, I would love for you to be there, being there with us, writing your stories, getting it to the point where you will be ready to take the next step. So I want you to really sit in with this. I want you to sit in with the idea of leaving our stories behind, because in that idea of building or using my life as a testament to my grandmother's, I'm going to take her story. I'm going to make sure that my kid, my grandkids, all of it, remember who my grandmother is. And that's an appropriate thing, I think, for all of us to consider, because not only is my grandmother's story worth saving, my story is too. So we're going to do that here in this workshop, whether it's your story or somebody else's. We can help you save it. You can see that at deepearthpress.com/saving, saving our stories, 9 weeks. You get author coaching, you get a whole lot. So really appreciate it. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next snapshot.